everybody, welcome to today's video. Today I'm going to be addressing the new flare gun, the new upgrade booth, and as well the Fireflies. Now I am addressing the Fireflies a little bit late, but I still am going to address them because they are technically still new. So right here you just saw that I picked up the new flare gun. So what the flare gun does is that it marks your enemies when you shoot the flare at them, which is really going to be helpful during end game and mid game, because when you don't know where your enemies are going to be at and if they are in buildings, without having to shake your opponents down like in solos, it'll be easier because you can just shoot this one rocket. It'll mark where your opponent is, and you can easily find out which box they're in, if they're building up, and it's overall just a really good gun or weapon to use. Now here I found the upgrade benches. Now these upgrade benches, what's new about them is now you can find them in chests and ammo crates. Like right here I found them in ammo crates, but what this is basically you can hold them. It is a rare item, blue, and when you throw it, an upgrade booth assembles itself on the road, and then you can upgrade your weapons. Now, I personally really like this idea because in endgame, when you have a lot of mats and maybe you don't have a lot of guns, you can easily just deploy this upgrade booth and quickly upgrade the weapons that you need. And it's going to be a really popular item, I feel like, in Fortnite because of the opportunities you get by using it. Now, this is what I have to say about the upgrade booth. Now, let's get back into the flare gun. I do use this flare gun later on in this clip. So what happens is the flare gun, I've heard, I do not know, but I've heard that the flare gun does do a little bit of damage when you shoot it. Now, the thing is with this is a really good tactic, because if your enemy is, suppose, 130 health, they only have a little bit of shield. If you hit them, you can easily crack them and spray them down later with the flare gun, because you know exactly where they are, especially if you have a rapid fire SMG or if you have a P90. This will be extremely helpful, and overall my impressions of it are pretty good. I like this. It's really nice. It is a red color. The gun is a red color. It looks exactly like normal flare guns in real life, which is nice, like any other gun in Fortnite. The one that I found here came with 6 charges. I do not know if they come in 10, but initially I thought that you can fuel these flare guns with rockets, but it does not look like you can do that as far as I know. If you found out that you can do that in your game, I'm sorry about that. That may just be a misleading commentary by me, but that's that. Now, let's go ahead and look at this gameplay that me and my friends are playing here. I was joined by my 2 friends. You can see their names in the top left corner. Be sure to give them some support. Comment down below. Give them claps, thumbs up. They really helped me with this video. So right now what I'm doing is I'm basically farming mats. We have low mats. There's 17 players left. And overall, we're just trying to use the new guns because we want to see how we can implement these in the actual game. Now, what I thought when I saw and pickaxed this booth, this toilet booth, I thought that those were not mineable, or you can mine them with your pickaxe before, but now I do know you can do that. And initially, when I was able to mine it, I thought that you could not then hide in that booth, but that is also not the case. So if you guys knew that already, I'm sorry, but that was a surprise to me because I didn't know what was going on. So me and my friends spotted a team over there, but we decided to let them go because we didn't want to push. Then what happened was we started hearing a team by this yellow house while we're trying to get high ground. We found this yellow house where this team pushed us. Now, this team, I'm going to say, had the Mythic Shotgun, which is a really good shotgun. It does a lot of damage, especially when it's charged up. It can take you down to like 50 health, and they can just spray you, which it's good when you have it, but it gets a little bit hard to block when you're actually going up against it. Now, also, a little small change that Fortnite added. Before, when you wanted to gather or consume apples or different things, it would take a specific amount of time to pick them up. But now, as soon as you press that button X to gather the consumables, now it automatically picks it up, like if you were to pick minis or big pots or chug jugs or anything. It picks it up instantly, whereas a few days back you would have to wait a specific amount of time. So you can see, if you guys haven't saw before, that was just a Marauder missile that fell. Now, I was confused because I thought these Marauder missiles always landed in Storm Circle, but apparently this one landed in Storm Eye, so the mortars were taking some storm damage. Now, right now, what was going through my mind was I wanted to use this flare gun, so I'm gonna try right up here. But the thing is, they already have these red exclamation points on them. But what happens is it makes a little noise, like when you shake someone down, that little ping noise that you get. It basically marks every single mortar, and there's this little red thin diamond mark on each of the mortars that lets you know where they are, and it stays for a little bit of time, but then it goes away. Right here, my aim assist was not helping me at all. I don't know what was going on there, but I do go down there. For some reason, my sensitivity was high this game, and I could not aim right there. But I ended up spraying that guy to the end, and then my teammates took care of the last two, and we got rid of these mortars. Now, that was my first take at the new flare gun, and I was really impressed on how this gun worked. Again, I'm saying this repetitively, but it is a really creative idea that Epic has provided us. I do not know if one of our community members that plays Fortnite gave this idea to Epic, or Epic decided to ask out and reach out. I'm not sure, but overall, this was a really, really nice gun. I hope you guys have enjoyed so far what I have said. If you guys thought it was a little too excessive, please comment down below. I'm always open for constructive criticism. This is my first time doing this video. I'm trying to find how to record things on my Switch. It gets hard because getting a game capture card costs a lot of money and things like that. So, yeah. Without any further ado, I will let you guys watch this engagement here where we get eliminated. But I just want you guys to look at it and see the gameplay. Here comes one of their teammates. This guy has the Mythic Charge Shotgun, so he takes down my enemy. I am trying to not get hit, and I see him. I hear that charge shotgun up, and I try to knock him, but his teammate sprays me with an AR, and my last teammate gets sniped, which was really, really unfortunate, because I thought if we had that last teammate with us, we could have done at least something. Now, in this next clip, I will show you guys the new Fireflies. Now, I got these Fireflies from the Orchard, and they're really easy to find as they give out a sort of light and sound where it sounds like crickets almost, and you can see these two lights over here, and you just click Y. For me, at least, you click Y, and I get to gather them, and you get these jars. Now, I believe these jars stack up in 6, and there were an abundance of them at the Orchard when I was trying to level up in Team Rumble. I just went around, tried to listen and look for the light, and I could find them. If you look closely, there's also some beetles, fireflies that you can see. I did miss another firefly jar right there. I'm sorry if that annoys you. I just didn't see it in game. But here, again, that's me collecting apples, and you see how it's instant. It immediately picks up those apples, and they still do give you XP for collecting them, which is nice. And I'm going to go ahead and throw these at the house now to show you guys how these things burn. It gives off a really bright light that looks very interesting, I'll say. It's very bright for a fire. That's what I'm going to say, at least. I didn't have any guns here because I was trying to just find these things, but I tried to team with him just to see if he could let me record, but he did eventually, but then he wanted to snipe me, so I didn't want to get banned, so I eventually just let him. So, I am going to use these jars again on this house here at Frenzy Farm, and you can see how how it burns the building. I tried to flare this guy, but it did not work, and this is where the video is gonna end.